Hi, welcome to KPC Distance Learning Day 22. Students will write about composite rectangles. We just had a video about this yesterday, so I'm not going to spend too long on it because we're still going to write and we're still going to do composite rectangles. They're just going the other direction. Instead of getting composed this way, they're getting composed this way. But guess what? We still add up the two sides that make the long side, or in this case, the two sides that make the long side. First, let me say, though, that we are so proud of you for working on your math away from school. You are amazing. Now, if you need extra help with this, because it's throwing you a bit off, you can go back to week 2, day 7, because I really explained just the mathematics part of it, just like the number crunching and writing down the equations part in that video. But we're going to be concentrating on not just the number crunching, we're going to be talking about the meaning so we can write, right? And the first thing we need to know is area is the number of squares that cover a shape. So if I don't have the word squares in my writing, I'm probably not doing a great job talking about area, right? We know we can find the area of length times width, but that's because we have rows, right? Even in this picture where no rows are drawn, I can think if I see a 3 as the width and a 4 as the length, I can think of it as 3 rows of 4. So I'm going to be using that language, just like we talked about yesterday. Now in this case, we're just going to have to explain that instead of putting together what was in the rows, we're going to put the rows together, right? Here's 3 rows with 4 in each. Here's 2 rows with 4 in each. But I can think of putting all the rows together here, right? Making one big rectangle with 5 rows of 4. And so that's what I'm going to explain, that I can put my 3 rows together with my 2 rows and make 5 rows. Let's look at this explanation. The first 4 steps are the same steps that we've been doing, except for now the parentheses are for these numbers. Here, 4 and 2 get added. The rows of 4, the rows of 4, the rows of 4, stay rows of 4. That part doesn't change, right? It's these numbers that get put together to make this number here. We add that up and get 6 rows. That makes sense. And then we get our answer 24. Look at what I said here. I describe each sentence by telling what I'm thinking about the shape as. I think of the shape as 4 rows of 4 and 2 rows of 4. That's this sentence, right? I'm first just explaining what's going on in my brain as far as area. When I put those, and I think I would add, when I put those rows together, I get 6 rows of 4. I can represent them separately as 4 times 4 plus 2 times 4, and together as 6 times 4. One of the things we're going to see is the more times we have words after our numbers for rows, 2 rows. Here I could even add the word squares. Here I could add the word squares, right? When I put those rows, the more specific I am about whether I'm talking about rows or columns or squares, the better my writing is going to be. So that's going to be something really, really important. All right, now it's your turn. Remember, you are a thinker, you are a hard worker, you don't give up, and we love you.